Hey guys, it's Molly. How's it going? I'm here today to just talk about some wish list items that I currently am lusting over a little bit, maybe a lot of bit. I know that the lighting is kind of crappy today. It's overcast. I'm using my ring light. That's the main lighting source right now. So bear with me. It shouldn't be too big of an issue because we're not doing a tutorial. So, it's not that big of a deal. But I did want to just sit down and chat about some new releases, some not so new releases. Why don't we just go ahead, settle in, and get started? Okay, so now some of these products are drugstore. That's just the nature of the beast. I like drugstore products. I'm going to include them in my wish list video. But there are some higher end products so if you're knowing that Sephora is having a sale and you're VIB or you're VIB Rouge and you're going to use your discount, these are the things that I personally would be going out and buying. Now, I am not a VIB or VIB Rouge at Sephora. I am a beauty insider. I can't seem to spend the $350 in a calendar year that I need to in order to move on to VIB status. It's like every year I'll spend a couple hundred and I'll get a good start. And then it's just like, oh, but Ulta, because let's face it, their point system is far superior to Sephora's. So that tends to be where my money goes. I only have so much money that I can spend on makeup. And so that's where it goes. Okay, so one of the products that I wanted to talk about was the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. Side note, also I'm over to the side because I'm going to insert screenshots right up here. So the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, I want this. It is not exciting. It's relatively simple and plain. I don't know if I'll actually buy it because it's, 50. If it's the same price as their other naked palettes, it's probably like $54. But there's something about it that is just making me really happy. And I think that is because it is I feel like my grammar is really taking a hit right now. That is most similar to the original Naked palette, which holds a special place in, I think, a lot of makeup lovers' hearts because it was so revolutionary when it came out, It hadn't really been done before. Palettes were not really a thing. So I definitely want this. And I think that I could come up with some beautiful looks for bridal. So I'm tempted to get it for my kit. I don't really need to spend the money on that, especially considering makeup expires. But I really, I do want it. So that is that one. There's not a release date. It just says it's coming soon. They'll keep us posted. And it's funny because a lot of people are like mad about it because there's not yellows in the palette because they're like, where's the honey? Honey's brown. I don't understand. I really struggling with that. Okay, moving on. e.l.f. also recently released this palette here. This is the Earth and Ocean palette. It is gorgeous. I love this. I love the earth tones. I could take or leave the blues. I mean, let's be honest, I have these shades and don't necessarily need them, but those earth tones are absolutely gorgeous and I'm totally drawn to it. I love colors like that for fall. The blues would be great for winter, I guess. I don't know. I honestly don't wear blue eyeshadow too much. I know I've done a few tutorials with blue eyeshadow, but in my everyday life, it's not really a thing. But I still want it, and I think these are only like $15. Another thing that released, I think relatively recently, I'm not entirely sure when it came out, is the Cleona. Did you hear that? That was my cat. I think he's lost his mind. Cleona Cosmetics came out with their stained glass collection. These look insane. They're definitely on my list. I want to order some of them and do an indie makeup spotlight on those. I can't. These pictures are beyond beautiful. It's something that you don't see all that often, and indie brands create some of the best makeup, honestly. If you haven't tried indie brands, I would highly recommend them. I can't say that I recommend these because I haven't tried them, but I definitely want to. I am hardcore lusting over those. Okay, the next product is the Color Drops by M Cosmetics. They're these liquid blushes in the most beautiful packaging, and I need them in my life. There is something about them. I have to have them. I cannot handle it. I'm not entirely sure where they're sold. It's a serum blush, and I need these. I don't know what they cost. I don't know where they're sold. I don't know anything about them other than the fact that the packaging is gorgeous and they look absolutely amazing, and I'm going to get them in my life one way or another. Okay, moving on. The next product that I'm seriously contemplating purchasing is the Queen palette by Juvia's Place. It is purples and pinks and these beautiful nudes, and every look that I've seen with this is really pretty. So it's definitely on my list of things to get. Now, so those are some things from places that aren't necessarily Sephora. The next portion of the video, I'm going to talk about things that if I were a VIB or a VIB Rouge, what would I use my discount on? Number one would be the Natasha Denona Gold palette. Every look I've seen created with this has been out of this world gorgeous. I cannot handle it. I have to get it. It is $129. I don't know what to do about that. Like, I want it so bad. Oh my gosh. You know, maybe by springtime I'll be VIB and I can get 15% off or something. That would be amazing. I'm not holding my breath. I really doubt that's going to happen. So I think instead what I'm going to do is just set aside $20 a month until I get to that point. You know what I mean? Good old-fashioned saving your money for something you really want. Can we get back to that instead of just maxing out credit cards and being frivolous and ridiculous? Now, I mean, $129 on an eyeshadow palette, that is frivolous, regardless of whether you saved up for it or not. But I need it. I can't stop thinking about it. I have to have it. Have to have it. And why? You know what I mean? I have these colors, but do I really have these? I don't know that I do. Do I have them in formulas that I enjoy? I don't know. There is just something about it that is calling my name. There's one shade in particular that is like this gorgeous sparkly green shade. Oh, and I can't. Oh, I have to. I have to get it. And I know it's not just that sparkly green shade that I'm buying it for. I'm saying this, I'm speaking in the present tense. This is way off in the future because I don't have $129 to spend on an eyeshadow palette. But when I do, I will not only be purchasing it for that green shade. I am purchasing it because Natasha Denona, her formula, it's good. It's good. It is really good. I have the Lila palette. I love it. I don't use it nearly enough because I have this weird thing where it's like if something is really, really nice, I don't use it because I don't want to use it up, which is completely ridiculous. They're going to go bad. There's a ton of product that I'm never going to use it up. There's a ton of product. It's never going to happen. So I think my Shop My Stash for September, I'm going to pull that in because I have been dying to use it. Spoiler alert. But at any rate, that is number one on my list. Like if I only had like $150 to spend, I would just buy that and maybe grab a couple minis and call it a day, because that's the other thing. Sephora has a ton of minis on their website, and I desperately want to stock up on some things because it's a great way to try things. But I digress. Let me see. There was another thing. Where is it? I was tempted to get the Jackie Aina and ABH palette, and I swatched it while I was at Ulta, and it is really pretty, but I don't know that that's the ABH palette that I would choose if I had a discount to use. I think what I would probably opt for instead would be either Soft Glam or the Norvina palettes, both of which are really beautiful. Soft Glam, I think it's just a perfect everyday palette, and the formula on those, from what I could tell through swatches, seemed really nice. Seemed like it was on par with her other palettes, except she like kind of upped the game with the shimmers. The shimmers in that are insane. So that's definitely something that I would consider doing as well. Okay, the next thing that I would get, Fleur. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a fragrance line. They're like vegan, cruelty-free, clean fragrances. I would 100% pick up a bottle of their Greylock Eau de Parfum. I get compliments on this fragrance all the time. I purchased a sample pack from the Fleur website and got Greylock, Ameline, and Sandbar. I don't know, sand something. And I get complimented on Greylock all the time. Every single time that I wear it, people are like, you smell amazing. It's really good. It's a kind of a spicy, rich, woodsy smell. And I feel like it fits my personality. I know that probably sounds a little weird, but it's $88 for a bottle, which is why I have not purchased it yet, because that is just a little bit more than I'm comfortable spending at the moment. I've had other things that I want to purchase with my monthly spending money. But that is definitely on my list. And then Antonym Organic Certified Highlighting Blush. Jay Kissa here on YouTube, she talks about this all the time, raves about it. She totally sold me on it, but it is $42 for a blush. I can't do that. Oh, so, if I end up reaching VAB status next year, I'm going to treat myself, and I should probably start putting money away now. The Protini Polypeptide Moisturizer is another thing that I would purchase. This came out in it's Sephora's birthday gift this year, and it's fantastic. My sister-in-law gave me her gift. I never even made it to the store to get my gift. I went to Ulta and spent my money there. But I loved it. I just finished it up. It's legitimately one of the best moisturizers I've ever used in my life. It's incredibly rich and hydrating, but it's not greasy. So it would work really well for under makeup application, but I was using it as a night cream, and I loved it. The Jouer Cosmetics blush bouquets. I would love either. They've got, there's 2 shimmer finishes and 3 matte finishes. Okay, I'm kind of becoming obsessed with minis, not gonna lie. And there's a mini size, and that makes me very happy. But, so for my skin tone, I would do best with like Adore or even Coquette, which is this gorgeous berry cool tone. Oh, hello, winter. Hello, yes. So this is also on my list. So at any rate, thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a crap show of a video, and I am sorry about that. I think, like I said, I just get excited and my brain goes all over the place. But yeah, so I guess thank you for bearing with me, and I will see you in my next video. I think the next one's probably going to be an anti-haul, because there's some new stuff that came out, and we're seeing some holiday releases, which you know what that means. A ton of stuff that is incredibly gimmicky and silly. So be looking forward to a good old-fashioned saucy anti-haul. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.